Cheya sat at the table while Yunsu cooked. He was about to say something, but she cut him off, reminding him of their interactive promise. He asked if she wanted to end it, and she replied that she wanted to go back to Korea. Yunsu served her steak and wine, then said he would let her go. She had to drink this blood. Without hesitation, she drank it, confidently stating that she wouldn't be fooled again. As expected, it was just wine. Yunsu then told her that she could leave on one condition. She first traveled with him to another country without asking any questions. She accepted and asked when they would leave. He told her, soon. Later, Chaya was walking alone on the beach, deep in thought. If she had known Gurim was going to leave, she would have told him that his blood could harm father. Then another thought struck her. It was strange that Yunsu let Gurim go when he never left him alone. Inside the house, Yunsu sat by the piano, feeling frustrated. This was what he wanted, so why was he so unsettled by Chea's words? Suddenly, she came running in and demanded to know why he let Gurim go alone. If they were in danger here, what was he waiting for? Yunsu looked at her and asked if she was scared, telling her not to worry, but then he added that she wouldn't believe him even if he said so. It's because it's you, she replied. Without warning, Yunsu grabbed her by the waist and lifted her onto the piano. Leaning in closer, he told her to say with her own mouth, that she wanted him to protect her, that she wanted him to stay with her, but Chaya only smirked and shoved his hands away. She told him that she knew what was going on in his head. Then, meeting his gaze, she reminded him that it wasn't her who wanted this, it was him. Grabbing his collar, she pulled him closer and whispered, "So shouldn't you be the one asking me to stay?" To Chea's surprise, Yunsu grabs her hand and kisses it, asking if he can have her. She quickly pulls her hand back and asks if this is some kind of joke. She tells him that if he truly wanted her, he should have treated her better. But now, he only regrets it. Then she shoves him away, calling him a jerk. She reminds him that he pushed her to the edge of a cliff every chance he got, toyed with her life, and used her as a pawn. But now he's suddenly saying he likes her? Yunsu pulls her in closer and asks, "Why can't I like you now?" before adding, "I know you'll never like me." Chea struggles to break free from his grip, and in the process, her cheek gets scratched. She steps back, noticing Yunsu's eyes turning yellow. Narrowing her eyes, she asks if he wants her blood, mocking that he loves her blood and that it looks like he's losing his mind because of it. Suddenly, Yunsu moves in even closer, momentarily imagining himself kissing her. Chaya tenses and orders him to back off, but instead, he simply holds her, resting his head on her shoulder. Whatever he's feeling right now, she tells him, he better resist it. He lifts his gaze, looking at her intently. "If only you knew how hard I've been trying." Then, wiping the blood from her cheek, he softly says, "Let's end all this." Without warning, he smears the blood onto her neck before turning and walking away. In the next scene, Leo arrives at their hideout only to find that they had already left. On the table, Yunsu had deliberately left papers for a cruise ship, as if inviting Leo to come after them. On the cruise, Chaya and Yunsu were together. He asked her why she wasn't going inside the room, to which she replied that she didn't want to be alone in a room with him. He assured her that he wasn't going to do anything, but she didn't believe him. Chaya then questioned why they were traveling on a cruise if they were supposed to be discreet, but Yunsu didn't respond. Frustrated, she left. But no matter where she went, Yunsu kept following her. While alone in the restroom, she suddenly heard someone calling for Jurim. She quickly looked around, but no one was there. Uneasy, she rushed back to Yunsu. Later, as they were getting off the cruise, she told herself that she must have misheard it due to her anxiety, and that it was all Park Yunsu's fault. Meanwhile, Yunsu told her that it was time for them to go their separate ways and told her to take care of herself. Chaya told herself that she didn't regret it, not even a little. From the beginning, they were never meant to be together. Looking away, she told him goodbye, adding that it was not nice knowing him. As she stepped forward, she was pushed by the crowd. Instinctively, she reached out toward Yunsu, but before he could react, he vanished into thin air. For a moment, she asked herself, who was I even trying to reach? What was I expecting? There was no one by her side. Trying to distract herself, she thought about how, with the amount of money Yunsu had given her, she could live a better life. But suddenly, someone grabbed her hand. It was Leo, smiling as if he was pleased to have caught her.